John, what's more likely when we hear from Rafa J. Lopez, who says Jonathan Majors comes back as Kang? Rob, Jonathan Majors comes back as Kang, or Ezra Miller comes back as the Flash?
Woo! Okay, first opening caveat, neither is going to happen. But which one is more likely? Oh, easily. Jonathan Majors coming back as Kang.
Yeah.
Listen, Jonathan Majors is out as Kang for not one, but two different reasons. One was the position he got himself in. He got himself into legal trouble. Again, it's important for everybody to understand that the charges he was found guilty of were the minor parts of the charges that basically said through being reckless, he inadvertently injured somebody, inadvertently. But he was also acquitted of a number of charges, more serious ones. I said he intentionally, that he was facing a number of charges, and some of them were saying he intentionally tried to hurt somebody. He was acquitted of those, right? That's important to keep in mind. He still put himself in that situation. Nobody's saying he didn't, but it's important to understand the distinction. And, so that's that. But there was a second reason they moved on from Jonathan Majors is because they weren't even really moving on from Jonathan Majors. They were moving on from Kang.
Right.
Because Disney botched Kang.
Yeah.
You're trying to bring in the next big bad to succeed Thanos. I'm sorry. Your first couple of introductions to him was he gets murdered by Sylvie, by Stabby. Then he gets killed again in the next Loki season. Then Ant-Man beats him. It's like, I'm supposed to feel threatened by this guy? They totally botched introducing Kang to the point that you're never going to be able to seriously move on with him as the next big bad. So those two things. The difference between that and the Ezra Miller situation, besides the fact that Jonathan Majors is also, his character was in the MCU that is still going, and Ezra Miller's character was in a now dead DCEU. So take that out of it for a second. Ezra Miller embarrassed the brand, and not just once, but continuously for like over the course of like a year and a half. I felt like every week on the show, we had to talk about the next stupid thing that Ezra Miller did. And by the way, let me be very clear. I think Ezra Miller is a remarkable performer, not a decent performer, not an adequate. I think Ezra Miller is a remarkable actor. I really, really do. But that being said, Ezra Miller spent well over a year and a half of just humiliating the brand. And because of that, again, take away the fact that the DCEU is dead, so you can't bring Ezra back anyway. If it was a level playing field, I still think it is more likely that they bring back Jonathan Majors, even though I don't think that's going to happen either. Rob, more likely, Jonathan Majors comes back as Kang or Ezra Miller comes back as the Flash?
Once again, I agree with my esteemed colleague in
5 for 5.
your cogent reasoning. Jonathan Majors, yes. I mean, we have a new universe. And I agree with everything you said. They botched Kang, and unfortunately, look, you and I will die on the hill. I love The Flash. You know what? I don't care if it strains my credulity anymore with people. I liked it. I thought the movie was really entertaining. I liked the tone of it.
I really enjoyed it. It wasn't the best comic book film of all time, but it was a really good, fun film. I don't care what anybody else says.
Sasha Callie as
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Supergirl? Fantastic.
She was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved her. Great hot toy, too.
And I didn't even know if I was going to like her. And I was like, oh, she's great.
She's great. And I love Michael Keaton. I love the whole thing. I love everything about it. So, but he's not coming back.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.